Sydney. Sydney, man, like, it's like a zoo. Like, people they just move. They move so quickly. Like they don't really take a break from anything. Like, I mean, I'm from Campbelltown, so like, it's kind of like Sydney, but it's more suburban. See, my friend Charlotte, she dragged me to this club, like the Argyle or something, and all we did was stand in line and waited. And waited. Like, we could have really just stayed at home or watched a movie, but no, it was pissing down with rain and my clothes were drenched, and I just saw this guy in the corner of my eye and he was looking at me and he wore this wife-beater singlet. It was kind of drenched from the rain. And he was staring like he was hungry. It's like, enough. Stop. I guess in Sydney, people really don't make connections. Like, do people here know their barista or the name of the person that serves them at Woolworths or anybody? Do people in Sydney make connections? I just think people in Sydney are quite disposable to each other, which is like not a bad thing, but maybe if they just stopped. Because all people in Sydney really do is move.
The people that own us aren't necessarily the people that use us. The difference between me and a statue is that people use me, and that birds don't shit on my head. So I thought about it from your perspective, and it made me feel better.
I think I'm lost. It's such a big city and I'm just not used to it. I definitely came down this street. Or did I come from there to end up here and I need to go down there? I'm quite confused. Oh, I'm in such a rush. I've had just the worst morning and there's no time. I've just had meetings after meetings and there's so many emails coming through, they just never stop. And I've got this presentation coming up that I need to do so much for. And that conference, I don't know how we can get that. Oh, there's just too much to do. I needed to get out, get some air for a second, get a coffee. Coffee. Just one moment of stillness, and then I got to get back. There's too much to do, and then I got to get back to the office, and like I should be there now, so then I can go to the bathroom and then get that stuff for the meeting, and there's too much to do, and I'm just too busy. Mum's been dragging me around the city and she always wants to rush me. There's always places to go, but it's just so much fun. She wants to see all this stuff that I don't really care about. I just want to explore and play. She says if I'm be good, that we can get some ice cream tonight. And I really want to be good so I can get some ice cream. I don't know what flavor to get. Definitely chocolate. Maybe some kind of rainbow or strawberry. There's too much to choose from. She says I should be like my brother and keep pace and see things, but I just want to explore the city. There's so much to see.
I tend to not do things on time. And it's not because I don't want to, or like I'm forgetful. It's rather I'm chasing a feeling. A very bad feeling, but still a feeling. It's the feeling of when you're running out of time, and basically something is due, and you have to finish it. You have to, because if you don't, you'll fail or some other type of consequence. But I still chase that feeling because it's the only time I feel something nowadays. The rush of your blood pulsing and telling you that you have to push on. You have to do this thing because you have to. And sometimes, just sometimes, you don't fail. Sometimes you win. And that moment, that feeling, it's godly. Like, there's nothing else that compares to that moment except more often than not, you don't. And you fail. And there are consequences, and the consequences aren't like death, but it's still bad things that happen to you all the time. And yet, I still chase that feeling because it makes me feel something. It makes me feel something, and bad things happen. Bad things always happen, and yet I still need it. I want it. I crave it.